What if one of the most iconic scenes in Gunsmoke contains a mistake millions of viewers never noticed? For decades, Gunsmoke has been praised for its rugged authenticity and precise attention to detail, making its courtroom drama, saloon standoffs, and frontier conflicts feel as real as any historical retelling. But after a closer look at one particular scene, a surprising oversight emerges, one that slipped past the production team, the editors, and even the actors involved. As the scene aired nationwide, viewers had no idea they were watching a moment that was never supposed to make it to the final cut. Today, we're taking a deeper look at the circumstances surrounding that unedited blooper, how it ended up on television, and why it remained hidden for so long. What we found reveals far more about the show's hectic production schedule and the unpredictable nature of filming than anyone expected. As we break down the details, the mystery surrounding this unusual oversight starts to unravel, raising questions about how many other slip-ups might still be lying unnoticed in the show's extensive archive. Viewers remember this scene for its tension, but few realize something in the background quietly fell apart. The scene took place during one of the show's emotionally heavy confrontations, set in the familiar streets of Dodge City. With Marshal Matt Dillon at the center of escalating hostility, every element was designed to build pressure. The camera angle, the silence between lines, even the way wind stirred dust between the actors. It was staged to be one of those moments where nothing could break the intensity. Yet hidden within this dramatic setup was an unplanned hiccup that escaped control just as filming began. While the actors maintained focus, an unexpected shift occurred behind them, something subtle enough to pass by on a black and white television, but unmistakable when viewed today. The careful composition of the frame, meant to emphasize the emotional stakes, ended up working against the editors, drawing the viewer's eye toward a detail that should never have been visible at all. As the production continued, no one seemed aware of the intrusion, and the cameras kept rolling, locking the mistake into the episode forever. A single moment, a background actor breaking character, changed the entire feel of the scene. Reports from crew members and frame-by-frame analysis reveal that during the pivotal exchange, a background performer briefly slipped out of character. While maintaining a tense posture, the actor suddenly reacted to something off-camera, allowing a quick, involuntary grin to appear. In a show dependent on seriousness, it created a momentary clash with the tone, almost as if two separate worlds collided, one of strict Western stoicism and another of casual behind-the-scenes levity. Because the reaction happened so fast, no one on set appeared to catch it. The lead actors continued the scene without breaking rhythm, unaware that a small but noticeable inconsistency had just entered the frame. Viewers at the time lacked high-definition screens, which made it far easier for the production team to overlook such details. But with modern remasters revealing every corner of the set, this split-second lapse now stands out dramatically, prompting new questions about how such a noticeable break survived the cutting room. The real surprise is not the blooper itself, but why it was never removed. During its long run, Gunsmoke operated under demanding weekly deadlines that required rapid shooting, minimal reshoots, and fast turnarounds. Editors worked with limited time, often cutting footage late into the night to meet broadcast schedules. Retaking a scene because of a minor background lapse wasn't a luxury the team could consistently afford. Production budgets were tight, film stock was expensive, and the crew was expected to complete an entire episode in a fraction of the time that modern series now enjoy. Because of this, small inconsistencies were routinely accepted as part of the job. When the editors reviewed this particular scene, the background actor's quick slip may have been too subtle to identify on low-resolution monitors. Even if noticed, fixing it might have risked delaying the broadcast, a consequence the studio wanted to avoid at all costs. As a result, the moment passed through every stage of review unaltered, ultimately becoming part of television history. It took nearly half a century for viewers to finally catch what the editors missed. The blooper remained unnoticed for decades, quietly preserved in syndication copies and reruns. Only when the series underwent high-resolution remastering did the moment become impossible to ignore. Fans analyzing classic episodes on modern screens began sharing screenshots and slowed-down clips online, pointing out the unexpected expression from the background actor. What was once invisible now appeared crystal clear, sparking discussions across forums dedicated to vintage television. These communities began dissecting the moment, questioning how such an oversight could have slipped through multiple layers of production. Some viewers treated it as a fun discovery, while others viewed it as a rare window into the show's fast-paced filming style. As attention grew, the blooper gained a second life, becoming one of many examples of how improving technology can change the way audiences experience old shows. It served as a reminder that even the most polished productions can carry hidden imperfections waiting to be uncovered. The cast tried to maintain intensity, but the unexpected slip created a ripple effect on set. Witness accounts and archival notes reveal that the day this scene was filmed was unusually tense. The script was dialogue-heavy, and the actors had only a short window to complete it before moving on to the next setup. Any disruption risked derailing the schedule, which put added pressure on everyone involved. When the background actor broke character, the lead performers may not have noticed, but the slight shift in energy briefly disrupted the emotional tone. Some crew members later recalled sensing a momentary pause in concentration, though no one could pinpoint its cause. Despite this, the actors continued with remarkable professionalism, delivering their lines exactly as written. Their commitment ultimately overshadowed the subtle disruption, preventing the mistake from escalating into a full-scene retake. Ironically, this dedication is part of what allowed the blooper to survive. The cast's ability to push through unexpected moments made the slip nearly invisible in real time, even though it stands out unmistakably today. As soon as fans discovered the blooper, theories began spreading like wildfire. Once the moment gained traction online, speculation quickly followed. Some viewers suggested that the background actor's grin was intentional, possibly an unscripted attempt to add personality to the role. Others believed the performer may have reacted to an off-camera cue or comment, prompting the unexpected smile. A few fans even proposed that the director saw the mistake and chose to keep it for its authenticity, arguing that real life includes spontaneous reactions. However, crew interviews and production documentation offer no evidence that the moment was planned. Instead, the majority of experts attribute it to the chaotic nature of television production in the 1960s, where speed often took precedence over perfection. Rumors continued to spread, partly because Gunsmoke has a long history of unintentional moments making it into final episodes. Every new theory adds another layer to the mystery, making the scene a subject of fascination for fans who enjoy uncovering the show's hidden quirks. If one mistake this obvious went unnoticed for decades, how many more are still out there? Looking back at this unedited moment, it becomes clear that the blooper is more than a simple production slip. It's a reflection of how television was made during one of the industry's most demanding eras. The oversight highlights the speed at which episodes were filmed, the limitations of editing tools at the time, and the challenges crews faced while delivering weekly content to millions of viewers. Today, the once-hidden smile stands as a reminder of the show's human side, capturing an unscripted instant that survived the cutting room and lived on for generations. As fans revisit the series with sharper screens and renewed curiosity, they continue to uncover moments that were never meant to be seen. And with hundreds of episodes produced across 2 decades, there's a strong possibility that more unnoticed slip-ups remain buried in the background, waiting for a fresh pair of eyes to reveal them.